everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I know I haven't posted a normal video in a while, and that is because I was in Disney World and then I was putting up my Disney vlogs. So you haven't gotten like a normal sit down talk with me video in a while. I am 23 years old, which means I've had a little bit of life to live. I've had some experiences, so I figured that I would share my experiences with you guys and, you know, kind of tell you exactly what the title is, tell you my horror stories and what I learned from those horror stories. Basically some lessons in life to help you guys in the future make your life easier and not as difficult and learning the hard way like I did. So let's just jump right into it. So as a girl, I'm sorry for any boys who are watching this who become very uncomfortable when this stuff is talked about, but I'm gonna tell you about my first period, okay? I was 11 years old. I was just so happy because it was Christmas morning. I woke up, I walked out and I saw the tree with all of the freaking beautiful presents underneath, and I was so excited. And then I woke up my brothers and I woke up my parents. So I needed to go pee and my mom had to brush her teeth, so we were both in there. We're close like that, like I don't even care. So I went pee, she's brushing her teeth, and to be honest, I go to wipe and you can guess what's there. And I look down and I start crying immediately. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't think I was dying like a lot of people do when they get their period. I was just upset that I was going to be a woman. And that meant I was going to have to grow up because I was a total Peter Pan when I was younger, and I was like, no, I'm staying young forever. I'm not growing up. I don't give a shit. And you know what? That period ruined that dream for me. So yeah, I cried and it was awful. It was just a bad experience. The second story I'm going to tell actually goes back a year when I was in grade 5. The first time I met one of my friends, Katie. She was new to our school. I saw her in the class. It was like, okay, that's the new girl, that's nice. But my first interaction with her was during gym class in grade 5. So I don't remember exactly what game we were playing, probably like basketball or something. I was just running around, minding my business. Katie just starts talking to me and I was like, oh my God, like the new girl's talking to me. This is cool, we could be friends, nice. So we're talking just like, hi, what's your name? I'm Katie, I'm Abby, that's nice. Second thing she says to me ever is, your shirt's see-through. You wanna know why? Because I was dumb and I wasn't smart in thinking, and I didn't wear my t-shirt over top of my white tank top that I had. So this girl could see my nipples. That's basically what's going on. And she was just like, your shirt's see-through. So my life lesson here is always check to see if your shirt is see-through, because someone will point it out, even if it's their first time meeting you. My third horror story has to do with farting. Not gonna lie to you. Has to do with farting. There's been a time or two in my life when I have farted when I have not wanted to fart. I don't know, I have to be honest with you guys. This is what I decided to do this video on, so I have to be honest. So this one time in grade 7, I was sitting at the very front of the classroom. Like my desk was in front of the teacher's desk. And this girl, Taylor, was sitting beside me, but I ended up farting. And I thought it was going to be silent, and it wasn't. And Taylor thankfully was the only one who heard it, but I'm pretty sure the teacher heard it because he was staring at me so fucking hard. My tip, if you have to fart in class, just go to the bathroom and fart. You don't have to hold it in or try to blame it on someone when it accidentally comes out, because you know what? It will accidentally come out. One of these days, it'll just fly out of there and you won't be able to catch it and bring it back in. It's not like a freaking bird. You gotta just do it. Speaking of farts, another story. Not really story. This is just like a life lesson, I guess. This hasn't really happened to me too many times. When I was younger, it definitely did. And it did once, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. Oh God, I can't believe I'm telling this story. Okay, so we're going to talk about trusting the fart. Here's the thing, guys. Here's another reason why you should always go to the bathroom when you need to fart, because you should not trust the fart. You want to know why you should not trust the fart? Sometimes it's not just a fart. Sometimes it is more than a fart, and sometimes you're wearing your now ex-boyfriend's pajama pants. and you trust the fart, and I'm sure you can guess what happened next. Just don't trust the fucking fart. Here's another one that might disturb some of the boys out there if you're not used to like listening to these kinds of conversations. This once again has to do with a period. Getting your period during sex. Worst thing ever. Most embarrassing thing ever. It's not even just like it's awful because like you feel bad for the dude. You feel horrible for yourself. No matter what you feel for him, like, yeah, sorry. Like, but this, oh my god, it just came out of my body and this is what's happening. Like, you have to deal with so much more emotional trauma as the female, I feel like, than the guy or maybe the other female that you're with. Like, this happened to me one time and I cried. I cried and I went home. I did not give a shit that that guy wanted me to stay and like talk. I was like, nope, I'm embarrassed. I'm leaving. I don't want to talk to you. Goodbye. I don't even have a life lesson for you here because no matter what, it's going to be embarrassing. It's always a possibility that it's gonna happen, especially if you have irregular periods. So just like try to keep track of when it's supposed to be and be careful. Check every time before you go to have sex that you're not gonna start anything, you know what I mean? That's all the advice I have for that. The last 3 stories of mine are very recent and 2 of them are quite embarrassing. One of them is just a little bit of life advice, and I don't know. I will tell just the life advice one first. Back in 2012, I think? No, 2013, I got an IUD, a Mirena IUD put in just for birth control purposes, and it was the worst decision I've ever made in my entire fucking life. Everything was painful. I got cramps all the time. I had like 3 periods a month. It was just the worst experience ever. So, back in April, I went in to get my IUD removed, and you know, I'm just laying there. The gynecologist is talking to me, and I'm just like, so how do you take it out? Do you like, are you gonna open up my cervix first and then take it out? Or are you just gonna rip it out? Like, how do you do the thing? How do you do the thing? And she's like, you know what? I'll tell you after. And I'm like, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, it's not gonna be that bad. Like, there's nothing that could be that bad. And then she just yanked that thing out of me like she was starting up a fucking lawnmower. And let me tell you, having something ripped out of you like that fucking hurts. If you decide to get an IUD, just know that they are going to rip that thing out of you like they're starting up a chainsaw or a lawnmower, and it's gonna be quick and very painful. That's all I'm gonna say. The last 2 stories, I'm sorry to say it, are poop related. So when I go to visit Mike, you guys probably know is my boyfriend. When I go to visit him in Wisconsin, I get really nervous about going to the bathroom. So like when I pee, I turn on the faucet so he can't hear me peeing. So not only do I get really nervous about going pee, obviously I get nervous about going poop. Because yes, I'm sorry to say it, girls do poop. Here's the thing. I was there for 9 days the first time I went there. I was there for 2 weeks the second time I went there, and a month the third time I went there, and I'm going to go for another month coming up. The last time I went there for a month, I knew that it couldn't be like the first time when I held it the entire time, and I was like, I am not pooping, I don't care, I'm just like, it's never gonna happen. And I knew it couldn't really be like the second time I was there because every time he was at Zumba, the second time I was there, I was like, hey, it's my pooping time, let's go. And you know, I just knew that it was gonna be a really difficult month. I basically held it for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, and then finally I was like, this hurts, like I need to go. First of all, I looked bloated as fuck. I decided that one day when he was working, like he was recording a video, that I would go poop. And I was like, you know what, it's gonna come out fine, it's gonna be simple, easy. That was the most painful poop I've ever taken, in my life. And this is gonna be so way too much TMI, and I am so sorry for doing this. But it came out the size of a baseball. And I am not kidding when I say it was the size of a baseball. I eventually did tell Mike about it like a couple nights later, but I kept it a secret to myself for so long. I'm such a gross human. So my word of advice, if you're visiting somewhere or if you're nervous to poop, just do it. The second you feel that poop come on, just go. It will save you, first of all, a lot of time, because you won't spend all your time in the bathroom. It won't cause you any pain. You'll just get rid of it and you'll be fine. You won't look bloated. You won't have to embarrassingly tell your boyfriend what you did in his bathroom earlier in that week either. And then here's something else that happened when I was at Mike's in the exact same visit. This was after the baseball incident. I decided that I was going to poop when I had to poop. I wasn't gonna hold it in. It was fine. So one day, Mike decided that he needed to poop in the downstairs bathroom, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to poop right now. So I have to go to the upstairs bathroom, which the toilet sucks, by the way. Mike says differently, but I have experienced awful things with this toilet. I went poop, and it was not a big poop. It was just one, let's just call it one Twinkie of a poop, okay? It was like that big, that size, you know what I mean? Okay, so I went to go flush and it would not go down, and I was panicking and I tried to flush it like 2 times and it still wasn't going down, and I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to go downstairs, sneak past Mike, and get that fucking plunger from the toilet. Oh my god. He fucking figured it out. The second I was like, don't follow me. I need to go into the bathroom for a second. Just stay out here and like, don't look. He's like, why? So I go in and I grab the plunger. He's like, you clogged the toilet, didn't you? Here's another life lesson. Always make sure the plunger's in the bathroom with you before you go. So you don't have to make a fool out of yourself and walk down and have your boyfriend know what you just did in their toilet. That is all the life lessons and embarrassing ass stories that I have for you today. I'm sorry if this video grossed you out or if you think so differently of me now. I'm a human. I have embarrassing times in my life. I do gross things. I don't know. Just accept me for who I am. If you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I fucking applaud you. Please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Also, all of my social media links and my Discord link is down below, as well as a link to my second channel, which I haven't really done anything on in a while. I'm sorry. I'm also gonna link my Mixer channel, which is another streaming site if you did not know, with 1 second delay as opposed to the 20-second delay that's on YouTube. I'm also going to link my Disney playlist. If you have not seen my Disney vlogs, I will link the list down below. It was so fun. The vlogs are so cute. I watch them all the time. Like, I miss Disney so much. I just want to go back. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!